We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. I want to know God's thoughts, the rest are mere details. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. One thing I have learned in a long life, that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike, and yet it is the most precious thing we have. Information is not knowledge. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with joy are goodness, beauty, and truth. We know from daily life that we exist for other people first of all, for whose smiles and well-being our own happiness depends. If I were to remain silent, I'd be guilty of complicity. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be changed from one form to another. The word God is for me nothing more than the expression and product of human weaknesses, the Bible a collection of honorable, but still primitive legends which are nevertheless pretty childish. No interpretation, no matter how subtle, can, for me, change this. I never teach my pupils, I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. No, this trick won't work. How on earth are you ever going to explain in terms of chemistry and physics so important a biological phenomenon as first love? Possessions, outward success, publicity, luxury, to me these have always been contemptible. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone, best for both the body and the mind. Even on the most solemn occasions I got away without wearing socks and hid that lack of civilization and high boots. All religions, arts and sciences are branches of the same tree. All these aspirations are directed toward ennobling man's life, lifting it from the sphere of mere physical existence and leading the individual towards freedom. Albert Einstein, out of my later years, the scientist, philosopher, and man portrayed through his own words, everything is determined, the beginning as well as the end, by forces over which we have no control. It is determined for the insect, as well as for the star. Human beings, vegetables, or cosmic dust, we all dance to a mysterious tune, intoned in a distance by an invisible piper. Play is the highest form of research. God is subtle but he is not malicious. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. Although I am a typical loner in my daily life, my awareness of belonging to the invisible community of those who strive for truth, beauty, and justice has prevented me from feelings of isolation. Student is not a container you have to fill but a torch you have to light up. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it, he who doesn't, pays it. Einstein was once asked how many feet are in a mile. Einstein's reply was, I don't know. Why should I fill my brain with facts I can find in 2 minutes in any standard reference book?